Hello everyone, welcome to Why Study. Today, uh, our topic is how to install Crystal Report Runtime in Azure Web Apps. This article is based on, let's suppose you have the applications that is based on the Crystal Report and you want to do migrate over the platform Azure services on the serverless architecture. So how you can do that? So I have written the this article over the whystudy.com, and the multiple steps has been given how you can do that. But in the simple word and simple line, we cannot say that you can directly deploy the Crystal Report over the platform as a services or the serverless architecture, because over the platform as a services and the serverless architecture, we haven't do the any kind of allowed to change inside the infrastructure label, right? So you cannot do install the any kind of softwares. So I have given some definitions like installing the Crystal Report runtime in Azure Web Apps, now known as Azure Web App Services. Everyone aware about that if someone has been done over the platform as a service environment. So it's not a straightforward since Azure App Services is a platform as service. We cannot do directly straightforward to migrate on the Azure App Services. It doesn't allow, because platform as a services doesn't allow to install the any kind of custom software like would do uh, at the time of infrastructure as a services in the traditional servers. So, however, there are ways to Crystal Report within Azure Web Apps. Here, how you can set up. So, I have given this some other way we can do that with the Crystal Report, but I will do suggest you can do first modernize your reporting service with the SSRS on the or the logic apps. I mean, there is a multiple way to generate the report. So if you can do remove the dependency with the Crystal Report, so it will better to do migrate over the platform as a services. But you don't want to do the much work for your application, so there is a way, but it's a customized way, and you need to do first understand the dependency level of your Crystal Report runtime software. So how we can do that? I am giving you some options and the steps how we can do that. So let's start. So option one is use a custom deployment package, right? Custom deployment package, it means we can do identify the DLL files that is their dependency with our applications with the Crystal Reports. Okay, so first build your application with the Crystal Report, or you have already the applications with the Crystal Reports. That is also okay, because we are migrating over the platform as a services. So if we have the applications that is based on the Crystal Report, or we have the application that are using the Crystal Report. So first steps, it's like have the application dependency with the Crystal Report. Second step, include the Crystal Report runtime. Okay, so download the Crystal report runtime, and get the appropriate version of the Crystal Report runtime from the SAP website. I mean, which version it's using by your applications. It's very necessary to identify, and the compatibility with your applications. Is it it's 32-bit or the 64-bit? So that you need to do identify. After this identifications, you need to go and use the embedded runtime. After downloading, you need to do extract the installer and the copy the relevant DLL files, right? After the downloading, extract the installer file and copy the relevant DLL files into your application's bin directory. Whatever your DLL files will be there, those DLL files you need to do copy inside the bin directory and the main assembly you typically need to use. Okay, so these some files have given that is a major dependency part. If you have the other DLL files dependency, that you then you need to do copy those files inside your bin folder. So first to identify, I mean, the which Crystal Report DLL files is using by your application. So those DLL files you need to do identify and copy inside your bin folder. Make sure to include the any other dependency as required. I mean, if any other dependency, any other DLL files will be there. I have given this some example. It's a 4 DLL files. It's a major dependency parts. If anything else, it's dependent with your applications. You need to do first include in your bin folder, bin directory. Again, update web.config file. Update your web.config file to ensure the application knows where to find these assemblies. Okay, we need to give the path inside the web.config file to ensure the application knows where to find these assemblies. You may need to add the reference for a specific Crystal Reports setting. Okay, so those references you need to do add inside the web.config file. After this all changes, later you deploy your applications. Use Azure DevOps, GitHub Actions, or Visual Studio to deploy your applications to Azure App Services. Ensure all your DLL files and the dependency are included in deployment package. Okay, whatever the dependent DLL files you have identified related to Crystal reports, so those DLL files have already included in the deployment packages or not. So those we need to do check. Next, this is the first version. If you want to go with the platform as a services serverless architecture, so those dependency you need to do identify and copy inside your application bin folder directories and need some changes, and then you can try to deploy over the platform as a services part. Another one is the option to use Azure Virtual Machine. If you need to full functionality of Crystal Report, like interactive feature or exporting, right? So consider running it on the Azure Virtual Machine instead of Azure App Services. If you want to utilize the full functionality of Crystal Report, then you need to use the VM, because it's only compatible over the infrastructure as a services. So it's the same, I mean, the traditional way it's suggested by for the virtual machines over the Azure. Additional consideration: performance. Running Crystal Report, I mean, the performance and the license and the scaling have given here. So running Crystal Report on the Azure VMs can give you more control and the resources. Obviously, infrastructure as a service is giving the more controls and the resources, but it may also incur the higher cost that using the Azure App Services. Okay, so it might be it's a higher cost comparing to the Azure App Services, because Azure App Services is a completely serverless architecture and it's only you pay as you use. So whatever you are using, so that only you need to do pay for that. So Azure App Services is completely maintenance free, completely cost effective. So we can go with that, the Azure App Services. If you want the more control on the resources, then we have the options for the VMs. Licensing, ensure that your use of Crystal Report complies with SAP license term, especially when you are running on the VMs. Scaling: if your reports are generating significant load, consider the scalability of your chosen solution. Okay, so by following these steps, you can integrate Crystal Report into your Azure applications effectively. If you have any further questions, you can comment over there in my article over the wisestudy.com, or you can do comment in my channel. So I will do answer for that questions. So this is one way we can deploy the Crystal Report runtime, but not directly, not with the installations. So we need to do some uh, remove some dependencies and add inside our application directories. Then we can only able to migrate those applications that have the dependency with the Crystal Report. Okay, thanks everyone. Thanks for this article.